Feed me.
You just got the clap. That's right. Hey, everybody. It's Animal Cracker time. Just kidding. It's actually time for our favorite show on the internet. This is the future.
Unfortunately.
Fucking right. This title makes sense these days. It just keeps coming, baby.
It does. And it has for a while.
You got money in your pocket? Keep it there, buddy.
Or try to. Fucking try.
Holy shit. Yeah. Well, we don't. My bad starting out on positive news. But in any case, great to see everybody. Hi. How are you? Hello in there. I see some of you clean your homes. That's nice. I clean mine sometimes with my cat. I use my cat. Have you ever done that? Used your pet, just pushed it across the hardwood, and then scooped up the mess. Yeah, it works well. Better than a Swiffer.
Oh yeah, you just like put a broom handle, keister, and just
Whoa, no. I'm gonna.
No.
No, man, I'm not unscrewing my broom and inserting into my cat. Would you allow that? No, she wouldn't. She's not gonna let it happen. She already pisses on the bathroom floor right next to the litter box. We don't need to piss her off anymore.
Yeah. I love it when pets do that kind of stuff.
Like right next to the litter box. That's my favorite thing. It's like, oh yeah, you're not gonna be home for a week, huh, asshole? Watch this.
Yeah. Like, I know where to go, but I'm not gonna do
it. Yeah, I'm looking at where I should be going. It's kind of an out of body experience that I'm pissing outside my box. Fuck you, human. Oh, I love it. And then you come back from being gone. At least with cats, they won't leave you the fuck alone.
No, they're all over you.
Just like, it's time to knead some bread. Here we go.
Some Tony bread.
Oh yeah, that's right. The Tony roll. Yeah, man. So it's kind of cool. Like, I mean, I just saw your ass like 4 days ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was rad.
In the flesh, you saw my ass.
No, this was a PG visit. We didn't see each other's butts this time. Like, I had my mother was involved.
That's true.
Yeah, you got to meet my mom. She kind of approves of you. I think she'll let me have a sleepover. I'll have to check again. Said she'd think about it.
Did you say she kind of approves of me? Kind of.
She didn't say anything about you after the fact, so that means you're cool.
No news is good news.
That's right, exactly. The only thing she said to me was when I got her drunk on Saturday night, she was like, "I'll be honest, I tried to watch your show once and I didn't understand it, so I turned it off." Looks like I'm buying the beers, Mom. You're an asshole.
Hey, she tried. At least she tried. You gotta give her that.
Right. I mean, I think there's one podcast for every half of a human out there right now. So, lots to choose from.
Yeah. Hey, did she ever see you do stand-up?
When I first got started and I was horrible, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, she never talked about it, so must be pretty bad.
No news is good news.
Well, I'm a hell of a lot worse now, that's for sure. Actually, yeah, I think I would do okay for about 3 minutes. Yeah, man, it was cool to hang out. We
it was.
For the audience out there, just so you keep up with what the fuck we're talking about. Went out to Oregon to visit. I stayed on the Oregon coast and I drove my ass off. Visiting my daughter and my grandson. I do have a grandson now. I'm one of the younger grandpops out there. Don't even have a whole lot of salt and pepper in my mustache yet, whatever the fuck you call this. But
I have more gray hair than you, and I'm younger than you.
Not on your ass. Remember, we counted. I have one more gray hair than you do on my ass.
God damn it! I'll get there.
This is how you save money when you're with your friends. You count butt hairs, like weird shit that doesn't cost anything.
Yeah, it's how I go to sleep.
Shut the fuck up, asshole.
I count the ass
one hair. Shit. I forgot. One. Counted that one already. Oh, there's a mole. That's 3. That's 3 hairs right there on the mole.
It's true.
All right. No wonder she doesn't know what the fuck we're talking about. All right. It's like keeping up with a couple of drunk schizophrenics or something.
Well, when you're right, Tony.
But yeah, man, I put like 2,000 miles on that Buick.
Damn.
Yeah, at least. And I had the car for 5 days, and I drove five. I think roughly I drove 400 to 500 miles a day.
Dang.
And my mom was like, "I really appreciate that." I'm like, if this is a fucking Uber, you owed me like $1,000.
Yeah,
Just so
no,
you
oh,
know.
way more than that. Like you
But
know,
but we almost got T-boned, and you were in the car, so then it would have she wouldn't have owed me anything at that point.
what was funny? What was funny is I was looking down at my phone because I was trying to look at what record store was open or not because we were trying to go to a record store, and all of a sudden I hear, "Oh fuck!" I'm like, oh, we almost died.
Back to work.
Yeah.
Yeah, listen, man. My biggest fear of renting a car is my whole goal when I go on vacation is to get that rental car back to like with no marks, no dents, no bullshit. I'm like slightly stressed the whole time I have a rental car. Usually
Yeah.
because the rental cars, they're gonna fuck you if you screw it up.
Yep.
You don't take the insurance because you don't think you're gonna need it. So
And
they got you if you get fucked. And
right.
the cars are brand spanking new. The car had 200 miles on it when I got it. And I was
Really?
just like, yeah, that's it. And one other person used that. I mean, we got that shit. We broke that fucker in. I definitely broke it in.
It was a 22.
I guess I had to be. It only had 200 miles on it. Like maybe one other person drove it. But
Jeez.
yeah, so I get this car. I'm like, Jesus, I've never driven a car with this few miles on it. Like this makes me nervous. I wouldn't buy a car with this few miles because I fuck things up. So, I don't want. If I could get a bumper car, I would never sell it. I would love to have, or just put that shit on a car for me. Just a bumper. Like, he hit me. Be like, yeah, but there's just a black mark on the back of your car. It's no big deal. And he did it on purpose. So laugh. Have a good time.
So laugh.
Ha ha ha.
Bumpers are made for bumping.
Oh, I love it. I love bumpers.
I rented a car once, coming back from California and doing a comedy festival, and I was with 3 other comedians. And the one time I actually got insurance on a rental car, I got rear-ended.
Ooh.
The one time, and still since the one time I got insurance, it actually paid off.
Get the fuck out of here, you lucky duck! You should have played the lottery that day.
I know, right? Fuck. We were just sitting at a stoplight, and then some 16-year-old was looking at her phone, and she just rolled into the back of us going like 15 miles an hour, 10 miles. In fact, I was just like, did we just get hit? And I have what I think is a funny story from that incident. This is it. So I'll start off by saying, racially, I look ambiguous, right? Like I could be a quarter of pretty much anything. Like I'm part Mexican, but I've been mistaken for a lot of different things in my life. Chinese, Hawaiian, Italian, different Greek, especially Greek, Mexican, because that's right, I am part Mexican. Anyways, I was with 3 other people, and one, my friend, is a comic. He's Samoan, and then another comic. He's black, and then another comic who they are like non-binary. So there's 4 of us. None of us really like talking to cops, and so I'm the like, the whitest person, be like, like I'm straight and white-ish, pretty much, who cares, so I had to do all the talking because of that, because they were hiding, rightfully so. They were hiding, and and I was driving, so I had to talk. And I got, they handed me like the citation or whatever it was. They handed me whatever it was. I wasn't in trouble, but they handed me a piece of paper that had our descriptions, our ages, our address, estimate of our height and weight, and then they put like an initial for our race. That cops always want to do that. So next, the Samoan guy, it just said PI, Pacific Island. The other comic, the black guy, it said AF, African American. The other person had C for Caucasian. And then I shit you not, this is what on mine it said. It said M crossed out. L for Latino crossed out. Then W question mark.
Man, he was really trying to figure your shit out. He could have just asked you.
and it was like, it was just like Mexican? No. Latino of some sort? No. White? We'll just go with that. You know what the funniest part about that? The officer, her last name was Rodriguez.
Jesus Christ.
Because I was like, you don't even recognize your own kind. You're white. You're white like me. Like you don't recognize
your fucking last name's you're out Rios.
Yeah. Like, I was just like, how did you not recognize another white Latino like yourself? I just thought, I was like, that is how I feel on the inside. When I'm not Mexican enough for white people to be like, you're Mexican, unless they want to get away with saying beaner. And then it's like, oh, they could say it because I'm with my cool friend Alex. It happens to be a little Mexican. But then around other Mexicans, I'm not Mexican enough to be considered Mexican to them. So that whole incident on that paper actually really explains how I really feel on the inside.
Mixed up and confused.
Yeah.
You're all crossed out on the inside with question marks.
Yeah.
Jesus, that'd be funny. Be like, you get that piece of paper and you look at it and be like, no offense, officer, but first day on the job? What the fuck? You haven't profiled enough people yet? That's funny. Oh shit. So how was your week or whatever?
It was crazy. Actually, to be honest with you. So just for this one incident, Wednesday night after work, I was sitting at the bar and having my shift drink, because that's typically what you do, is you just have, your one drink, you chat about the night or whatever for 20 minutes, and then you go home. Or you go to the bar and get hammered. So, but this is what happened this time, is so me and two other people were sitting at the bar. And we were talking, and we were just, got off work probably like 20 to 30 minutes ago. And we were sitting there talking. I went and played one game of pinball, and then came back and finished my drink. And we were wrapping it up and just getting ready to leave. And then all of a sudden, we heard a loud fucking noise. A car drove right through the fucking building.
Get the fuck out of here.
Smashed right through the front, because the building is a wedge.
Yeah.
There's like, here's the building, and then there's two streets to go on either side of it, right? So the car smashed right through the tip of the building. It was fucking terrifying. I thought
tell me you have that. Tell me you have the footage, man. I've seen this shit on the internet. Tell me you have the footage.
There is footage of it, but I think it's just the footage of the aftermath, because these particular cameras I don't know. There wasn't very good footage.
But anyway, yeah.
Oh yeah, like I was seriously instantly you're fucking scared, right? Because it's like,
sure. Could be anything.
You ever have something traumatic like that happen, and you, in 1 second, you feel like you just wrote a book in your head? Like, it's just like you had like a whole scenario of what happened in like 1 second. I was like, Russia or China just fucking bombed. Like,
yeah, it's on, right? It's on. Yeah.
Or and then in that 1 second, I was like, or 12 people with fucking shotguns just shot the window out. So what happened was someone took the corner too wide and fast, probably drunk. They didn't get a sobriety test by the cops, because cops don't do fucking shit. So,
whoa.
You imagine that, running into a building possibly killing people and not getting a sobriety.
I am fucking moving back to Portland. That is awesome. In a really bad way.
They didn't get, well, I mean, I'd be serious.
I'm joking. I mean,
seriously. But like, that's where the guy ran in, like drove his car into the building, is right where seats are. He broke tables and benches. So let's just say if that happened 3 hours, earlier,
right,
he could have killed people.
Sure.
I could have been playing that one game of pinball that I played, because I played pinball, and then 15 minutes later that happened. If I was playing a pinball closer to a machine closer to the window, who knows what happened to me? I could have got, because there's glass everywhere. Some tables and shit got like slammed in the pinball machines, and it was bad. Like, it was like part of his car was inside the building. Like it was intense. Like, so, I had to stay there for like until 4 a.m, help clean up broken glass and shit.
Fuck me, right? Goes from a 20-minute drink to like, working overtime.
Well, because it's like, I can't just go home. Well, see you guys later.
Yeah, good luck cleaning that shit up. I'm done drinking. I'm out. But I just thought of something to kind of neat. Since it's already there, maybe you guys could keep the front end of that car and just kind of like mount it on the wall. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
There's already a half of a van in there. I'm mounted on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh shit. That's wow. Fuck, man. I mean, that is crazy. And that's one of those things where you're like, holy shit, I really could just die. Like, I could just be gone from some dumb, we're all just floating through life, two things come together, and that's that. The timing was luckily on your side, but shit, yeah. Bad timing. You could have died playing pinball. And kind of an interesting story, be like, he's a nice guy, just playing pinball, got knocked the fuck out by an Audi, whatever. Holy shit. What happened to what else do you know? I mean, what happened to the dude? I mean, did the cops come?
Yeah, there was fire trucks and ambulances, and they left shortly after they realized no one was hurt. But
no money here.
Yeah, and then there was a couple cop cars, but the lead cop, like, you could tell he was getting off. He was gonna go home after this, and you could tell he was like, I don't want to do anything. You could tell, like, he was like, anything that he had to do to not do paperwork. It was because he was like, he's like, how are you guys gonna, do you have wood that you could board this up? And we were like, what, shouldn't you guys do that? And
4 a.m, fucking Saw Wars.
And then he's like, well, you guys could call a board up company, because that's a company. There's companies that do that.
Yeah, they had a lot of work lately in Portland.
Yeah, and we were like, well, that's what you're supposed to do, or why are you even still here?
I'm here for advice.
One of the owners was like, no, can you? Like, that's kind of what you're supposed to do, right? He said, like, guess what half your job is? And he's like, all right. Ugh. So he went away. Supposedly called someone. He was like, here's the number, Google it, you call him, and then he left. And I was like, these fucking cops are bullshit. They don't do fucking anything. Like,
all right, you just convinced me. I'm moving back, and I'm gonna become a cop. I'm in. It's totally fucking awesome. I'm in. I'm totally in. I'll just buzz this shit up, man. I'll be scary as fuck, and I'll be sweet as peaches. Be like, you're right. He did shoot you. You should probably shoot him back. I gotta go home.
Right.
This is the West. Now it's the Wild West again. Okay, folks. Let's just shoot each other and stop calling us. We're busy. All right. We work from home. I'm going back home. See, I'm not wearing any pants. I just put on the top, so I'm a policeman.
Right.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy. That's awesome. I mean, not awesome. But anyway, I think it's awesome, but that's a bummer. But still, That's a cool story. How about that?
It was fucking intense, man. It was like the owner and I were standing out there and looking at this car that was just completely smashed and looking at the window. And I looked at him and he looked at me and we just started laughing. We're just like, what are you going to
do? Laugh. That's fucking crazy, man. I'm just waiting for the day someone crashes through my home while I'm working and I get workman's comp. Yeah. Kind of awesome. Like, well, he actually did get fucked up at work. You know, a Tesla came through his window.
Can you get workman's comp checks in heaven or hell, wherever you're going?
Somebody's gonna get some money somewhere. At least the company I work for will send out a sweater. You know, something. Somebody will get something.
Right.
It'll be nice. Oh shit. Yeah, I don't think I did much, man. I got back from some shit that a couple of stupid things happened after I saw you before I got the hell off the West Coast. What was the one? The one was this is something that I've noticed before. It's really easy to get people razzed, like get people kind of pissed off. Mm-hmm. But on the West, like driving, it's all driving. But I've been giving people like this. So anyway, this dude cut me off. We were on our way, you know, we're near Tacoma or whatever, clusterfuck. We hit traffic the whole way, by the way. So Sundays, it's full of traffic, just so you know. So clusterfuck with the traffic. So anyway, this dude cuts me off, like just, you know, no signal, just normal shit. And so I just give him the thumbs up, just, you know, thumbs up, no finger, just the thumb. Loses his fucking mind. I mean, like stops, like, what the fuck? My mom's sitting over there just looking through her phone and he's like giving her the finger and shit because he didn't give it to me, you know what I mean? Right. And I'm just like, wow, it's like, it's just funny. I don't know why it's even interesting to me, but I think it's fun to just give people the thumb. Fuck the finger, the thumb. It's better because people are like, how dare you give me the thumb? I'm like, yeah, but you gave me the finger and you cut me off, so you're the prick, you know. But I'm still driving, so you should probably pay attention over there, buddy.
It's I think it's like one of those things where it's like if you're nicer to someone, it makes them
it infuriates them. So to test that theory, today I had the opportunity. So I pulled out because someone was putzing along in their truck playing with their pud. So I legally pulled out, got my ass moving, and he's just steps on the gas because he lives in a shitty neighborhood his whole life and he's mad at the world. So then I give him the thumbs up, you know, thumbs up. And then all of a sudden, like he's playing with Muppets or some shit, just goes crazy. And so then I was like, you know what? Fine, let's do this shit. Let's have fun. Let's have a Tony G experience, motherfucker. So pull up to the traffic light and I was behind him. I could have let it go. I could have just pulled up behind him, let it go. But nope, both devils on my shoulder were like, come on. Okay. So I pull up next to him. I roll my window down and I say, are you okay? And he's like, fuck your mother. I'm like, you did? He's like, oh! So what I'm getting at is, what do they say? Kill them with kindness. Yeah. I think if you keep this shit up, they might kill you. That's pretty interesting to me. And it's East Coast and the West Coast. I finally found something we all have in common. Everyone hates it when you're nice and they're being a dick. Mm-hmm. And they really hate it when you call them the fuck out. Because honestly, like, I don't think, other than us almost getting T-boned, which was my fault, beyond that, I don't think I made any other fuck-ups that week behind the wheel. So right. I didn't get any birds or anything from anybody. And I didn't give the bird to anybody. I just gave the thumb. And I thought it was really interesting. I'm like, wow, this shit really pisses people off. This is fantastic. Because I don't know. It's like, what's the psychology behind it? It's like, I'm just acknowledging the fact that you're an asshole. Like, that's all I'm doing. But it's to them, it's like, how dare you? But if I give you the finger, you'll give it, you know, I mean, both of them flip me off. They're like, wait, look at what I have. I'm like, yeah, I've seen that before. That's bullshit. Give me the thumb, why don't you? But in any case, I discovered something. The thumb pisses everybody off. Finally, Americans, we all have something in common. We hate it when you're nice and we're being an asshole. Pisses us off.
I've gotten into physical altercations growing up when I was like in high school.
Oh yeah.
By killing them with kindness. My grandma always said, kill them with kindness, Alex, you know, and that's how she talked like that. because she's like that big, really tiny. Like, and when I remember being in school and being like, some bully would be doing one, and it's like, I love you, man. You're great. Like, what the fuck you say?
Yeah.
So you love me? Like,
yeah.
and we end up getting into a fight, and they're like, yeah. It actually does the opposite. Killing them with kindness makes them want to kill you.
Yeah, it really just pisses them off. It's very funny. They're already whatever they were doing before you got in their way. Yeah. They were already hot, bothered, pissed off. So whatever you do is going to set them the fuck off. It's like the thumb helps you figure out, or kindness helps you figure out just how pissed off this person really is. Because if they're willing to go, it's just weird. It's like, would you flip that if I gave you the finger? I mean, what I wanted to, if he had time, I'd be like, excuse me, can we pull over? I just want to have a psychological experiment. If I gave you the finger, where would we be right now?
Right. Yeah.
Really, he was just like something like, he's like, you want to go? I'm like, yeah, the light's green. Let's go. And I was like, whee! And he stormed off being a douchebag or whatever. But it's just like, man, I'm like, you know what? I really got to stop giving people the thumb on Fridays around here because they're all pent up. I get it. I'm not sorry. More thumbs are coming. I'm going to get a thumb T-shirt, and it's going to say, I love you. You're awesome. Just like you said. And I'm only going to show it to people who are upset at me. But I think that's fun. I would think it'd be nice if someone was like, Tony got shot in the head last night. I'm like, really? Like, what did he do? But like, he told someone they were really nice after they spit in his eye.
They're like, being angry was always Tony's strong suit. And being nice, never should have done that.
No, it's fucking on now. Now it's even better. My sarcasm's gotten so good to where I'm never going to use profanity anymore. People are just going to stand there and explode in front of me. Just like a watermelon with too many rubber bands. Just. Oh shit! Yeah, that was fun. What you have to learn around here is that everyone talks about being calm, but nobody can fucking do it. Nobody can do it because as soon as they run into someone else that lives here, they lose their. It's over. Right. No two people can get along. It's fucking impossible. Someone is going to be bitching about something at all times. So when the other person's calm because they've been hiding in their house all day watching Care Bears films and they're nice and happy, and they go out in public, they're going to run into a prick and they're going to be miserable when they come home. It's guaranteed to happen. Guaranteed. I was only gone for an hour. I left happy. I came back just eating my shorts. I was like, fuck this. Prick. Give you the thumb again, you give me the chance. Cocksucker. Life's great, isn't it? But your story, man, I'm sorry that I'm sorry that it happened, but I've seen a few videos just, on the internet, and I'm always like, whoa, when you see the footage, you see someone like cleaning up a table, they walk away, and there's a dish rag in their back pocket, and then all of a sudden the car comes storming through the restaurant, the dish rag goes flying, the back of their pants came off, but they're okay. You're just like, holy shit. So for that really to happen to you, it's like, whoa, like, fuck, that's scary, man. Like, wear a helmet, be safe out there.
It was pretty intense. It was just really loud and like what the fuck, kind of thing. Just like, I seriously thought, I was like, well, the world's ending. We're done. We sucked our last hit. We're done. Yeah, your brain automatically goes to like a worst case, what's happening, earthquake, explosion, whatever the news media has put into your fucking head that week. That's the first thing you think of. Like, it's Russia. That's it. Yeah. They hate pinball. I knew it. We're fucked. They hate pinball. Putin lost one game of pinball, and now fucking all of Russia has to hate it. That's the logic. You know what? That would be real, actually. That wouldn't be too far from the truth, actually. Yeah, we'll just bomb all the local pinball joints. They'll never see it coming. What an attack. Oh, it's fucking crazy. Right on, man. Well, I'm sorry, like I said, it's a bummer that it happened, but since it did happen, that's wild. I've never known anyone who's actually had that shit happen to them. I know. We're just in such a bad location for that sort of thing, I'm surprised I'm really surprised. You're probably gonna have one now, but like a concrete barrier or some sort of guardrail around the corner. I mean, why the fuck wouldn't you?
Obviously, it's going to happen. I'm surprised it hasn't happened, that you guys know of before.
Well, it has in that building. But on the other side of the building, I guess one of the people that works there now.
Bless your spirit. Yep.
Thank you, Father.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the person that works at my work, he knows someone that used to work there 3 businesses ago, like in 98 or something like that, like the late 90s, who was a cook, and they were working and a car ran into the side of the building where the kitchen's on the other side of this wall. And I guess like a whole rack of like dishes and shit like fell, but she wasn't in the kitchen at that moment.
Right.
Or she, would have got hurt,
right.
Maybe killed, who knows. But yeah, it has happened to that building before. So this is definitely at least the second time. Maybe more. Who knows?
There's actually some signs I've seen different parts of the country and neighborhoods that I've lived. I think I've seen maybe 2 where there's homes that the way that they're built, if you fuck up, you're gonna hit their house. And there's one that says, it's like a legit sign they had made. Maybe the state did it for them, but it says, "Please slow down. Don't hit our house again." It's like, that's like, holy shit, like that's a real thing. Another one, they like built a concrete barrier in front of their home, which I'm sure upped the cost, up the resale value. But yeah, you're safe. There's a freaking concrete abutment all around the yard. But I mean, that's like, there's a hairpin turn near my house. Actually, there's one that they didn't, the guardrail was gone. So, and someone drove off and went into the ravine. So they decided to rebuild the guardrail a few months ago. But further up that road, there's a hairpin turn. It's everyone flies down the fucking road. It's downhill, nice hard fucking left. And there's a house right there. And then they put in one of those like slow down signs with a speed detection on it, and the lights turn red when you're going too fast. Like that's what they got. That's their treat. But someone definitely ran up that hill and just went right into their fucking house a few times, because people have told me like that house gets hit a lot. You're like, I want to know, when you sell that house, is that something you have to disclose? Be like, whoever sleeps in this room better be someone you don't like.
Right. The bad kid.
That's right. You got shit grades, Timmy. You're in the front room.
Yeah, you gotta sleep in that room until you get your grades up, you little
That's
shit.
Right. But Mom, other rooms are empty. You heard me, Timmy.
Yeah. D stands for you're fucking dead, Timmy. That's what that stands.
You're dead, Timmy.
Yeah. And F and a D stands for fucking dead. Timmy.
Poor Timmy's sleeping in his room with a freaking bike helmet on.
That's right. Get used to it, Tim. Get fucking
right.
used to it.
Shit. So yeah, there's crazy drivers out there. Fuck.
But how you been, Tony? I mean,
yeah, man. Like I said, I just getting caught back up from being on vacation. The freaking coast was rad. I gotta say, the Oregon coast reminds me of England in that, I mean, all the rocks, all that shit right there, all the tide pools. I think all that shit is super fun. One thing that's really that I just really dig about the coast, the Oregon coast, is just because of all that. Like, there's so much personality and so many different characteristics. It's not just some boring ass beach where people in New Jersey are suntanning their fat bodies. It's a little more than that. It's not that. It's not a shit show. Like, people drive up and down the coast on the 101 and they pull over every 10 miles and they take pictures and they, steal starfish or whatever the hell they're doing. I just love the landscape. I think it's awesome as hell. Even when it was raining its ass off, I was like, this fits the sad part of my soul. This is nice. I like that. Just a beautiful fucking spot, man. It was, I want to go back there again, stay in another beach house. We weren't on the cliff looking over the water. We were the houses across the street, so you could see the water in between the houses. But something I've learned, and I think everyone else probably figured this out by now, but Airbnb charges a fuck ton of money.
Mm-hmm.
And most of the people who are putting their properties on Airbnb are only putting them on there because they're not getting the attention that that wherever their shit is, they're not getting the attention that they need. So I've learned on this trip, I learned that most of these places are already vacation rental properties that you could save money by just going directly through them. Mm-hmm. When I rented the joint, they said that. They said, if you want to stay with us again, don't use Airbnb. Obviously, they can't put that on Airbnb's website.
Right.
But so it was like, aha. And then when you were telling me that there were hotels for rent, like, you know, you said, hey, there's some Airbnb shit in Portland for the night. And I looked and it was all hotels, like almost all hotels. I was like, the fuck? They were just going to charge me more for the same room I was going to get if I just went directly through Hilton or whatever. So yeah, fuck. Airbnb, whatever. Yay. But I know so many people who stay at Airbnb properties. The person who owns the place likes them and says, next time, just go through me. I'll give you a better rate. You were awesome. So that's cool. I like that a lot. That was something that's not funny. I'm just throwing that out there. That's a good, nice hustle, especially since money's fucking tight now. So
right.
They say more than 50% of people who make over 100K a year are now living check to check. I'm like, hi, I make less than that. Give a fuck? No, nobody cares. Fuck you and your 100 grand.
100K. Jeez, make far less than that.
Yeah, I don't know what I would. That's when you end up with dumb cars and people with less personality and bigger boobs and shit like that. You're like, okay, you get the idiot package. You make that kind of money, you start to get the idiot package. I wouldn't know. I would just, like you, honestly, I would be like, okay, more vinyl. Fuck it. I'm gonna have a vinyl room. Why not? Whatever. I'm not gonna get fire insurance. I'm just gonna buy a bunch of records and hope for the best. Whatever. That's how I'd spend extra money.
It's kind of what I do. You know, like
it is a fun question for you.
I have a robot now.
Fun question. This is bad scenario, but whatever. Place is on fire. You have 2 minutes to get the fuck out. You're downstairs. Are you running up for any toys?
If Callie and the dog are able to get out right now, then yes.
Okay, all right, keep going. What are we saving? I want to know what you're standing out in front of your house with when the fire department comes. Oh no, he knows. That's good. You need to know. You need to have a fire. You need to have an evacuation emergency plan. What one? Terminator 2. John Connor?
This one.
Why?
It's worth the most.
Okay, fair enough. Smart man. See, that's not a child. That's a man because he knows it's worth money. That's why he went for it. See, you can respect him again.
And if there's any other money in the house.
If there's you can't spend 2 minutes wondering if there's money. Like, where did I leave that shit?
Well, I'm just trying to say I know there is, so that's
I'm not, yeah, you're definitely right. Yeah. Me, I would grab my diploma because no one's gonna believe me if I don't have the paper. So that's what I would grab. No, you didn't. Yes, I did. Here it is. It's all fire burnt. There you go. I graduated. Oh shit. Yeah, man, it was a good week. It was great. Like I said, it was great to see you. It was funny that you met my mom. That was cool.
She's a real nice lady.
Sweet as peaches, man. Couldn't make that up. Except when she's drunk, then she talks a little shit.
Well, that's what.
Oh, it's fucking funny. I love it.
What alcohol is there for? It's for nice people to tell you how they really feel.
Right. She was like, we were walking back and we walked by one of the like one of those, I guess it was a like a gay bar or whatever. There's a couple right there. I'm not sure if they are anymore or not, but there was a rainbow flag and my mom's like, well, I better try to keep you out of there. I was like, what the fuck? Right. I was like, yeah, Mom, the secret's out. She was busting my balls. She was funny. Hey man, what's the deal with that place called Jake's off Burnside?
Downtown?
Yeah. Is that a big deal?
It's
a restaurant and it says world famous Jake's. I'm like, well, it made it through the pandemic. I know it was there before the pandemic, so I guess
it's just old and it's just been there for a long time. I think
that's it. Yeah,
maybe it's been on some sort of cooking show or something. I don't know.
And then there's a hotel right across from that living room theater or whatever it's called. Yeah, there's some kind of like indie hotel there that famous people stay at. I don't know. Just a weird little part of Portland that famous people like to hang out in and eat expensive steaks.
No, I think that Jake's restaurant is just like old and, whatever.
Right. You just get to say it's been here since 1929 or whatever.
Probably in 1929, it probably was still called Famous Jake's. Like
That's right. That's what they're boasting when people are eating there, because hopefully the person cooking the food hasn't been there as long as they've been open.
That'd be scary.
Yeah, fuck yeah, like 120 years old, and they never moved up from line cook. That sucks.
It's my fucking future.
I do kind of wonder how it's going to go for both of us, my friend. I'm a step away from being a bum too, so.
I wonder, but also I know.
What do you know? Tell me. I have no fucking idea. So tell me what you know.
This is it, man. I reached the top. This is my top. This is my top. And you know what? I'm okay with it. I got my.
This is it right here. I'm the dude, man. So that's what you call me. That's
what you call me, man.
I either need to gain 200 pounds, or you're going to be saying, "Shut the fuck up, Donnie." I just watched The Big Lebowski. Hey, there's a fun little. This is me. This is how I am handling the recession, because we're in one. You don't need Wall Street to tell you we're in one. So in any case, I was looking for my copy of Big Lebowski the other night. Couldn't find it. So I was like, all right. I was like, so let me rent this bastard. I want to watch it. So let me rent it on Amazon. And it's like $14 to own it, $4 to rent it. Right. But something that bothers me about Amazon is that if you get rid of your Amazon subscription, all that shit that you bought doesn't matter anymore. It's the way I understand it.
They take it with them.
You're burning so you have to stay with Amazon. So I was like, all right. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, how much would it be to order the movie, the disc, versus, buying it? So here's what I ended up doing. I saved myself $3 by renting it for $4 and buying it for like $6. I was like, cha-ching. So I just finished watching on Amazon, and then literally a dude knocks on my door. He's like, here's your movie. And that was it was a Big Lebowski. I was like, yes. So just remember, kids, you can get away with this shit. You have to think outside the box. You don't buy a movie on Amazon.
Why did you rent it if you already bought it?
I didn't buy it. I rented it for $3.99 on Amazon, because you can rent or buy. Right, a movie on Amazon. Like I have the digital version on Amazon. I rented it for 48 hours so I could watch it immediately, because I need an instant gratification.
Right.
But I was like, I would like to own it because I love this movie.
It came later. I get it.
Yeah, I know I'm confusing. It's like talking to a crackhead. But yeah, I rented it, and by the time I finished watching it, like in over 2 days, knock knock, here's your copy of the movie. I was like, ha! And I saved $3. Fuck you, Amazon. I win. How do you like that shit? Free shipping, kiss my ass. So that's what you're going to need to do, people. You're going to have to think outside the box. I'll keep throwing my ideas out there, just like Martha Stewart. Do what I can for you. Easy living.
Easy living.
That's right. Well, speaking of living, man, is it music time?
It's music time. It is time for me to get the wheel.
Well, we got to talk. Yeah. And we had our album of the album we were listening to, that was Scars on Broadway.
Yes it is.
Yeah, that was some fast ass music for me to have to. I didn't listen to it at all while I was in Oregon. Way too fucking chill for that. Hanging around a 1-month-old baby listening to that shit. It's not gonna work. No.
Why not? Yeah, just like you got the kid.
Catch. No. Yeah, but what do you think? We've heard them, we've seen them live. I liked them as soon as they came on. First song we saw them live, I thought they were great. What do you think?
This is the first time I actually really listened to them. The only time I've ever heard them more than like a song or whatever was on when we saw them open for the Deftones.
Okay.
Really, this is the first time really listening to them, and I thought it was good. It was like why is the fucking band the band that he's in escaping me?
System of a Down?
I don't know why their name just went away. System of a Down. It's like System of a Down light is what it is. It's like a less heavier System of a Down, because it's like when you listen to Scars on Broadway, you if you didn't know, if a person did not know, there's two singers in System of a Down, and you get to realize, oh, who's who. Serge has his own style of singing, and this guy has, the higher voice.
He sure does. And we've talked about this before, where I'm too much of a rock to realize that there were two musicians to begin with. And
there's
yeah,
two
just
songs.
like
yeah.
another anyway, yeah.
And so like it's kind of like System of a Down light. And I'm not putting them down. I'm just saying it's like it's not as heavy or whatever. The first System of a Down album is fucking heavy. And but yeah, it was good. It took a while for me to warm up to it. Honestly, like the first after we recorded the last episode that same day, like I put it on, went downstairs and put it on, and for some reason I just was like 2 songs into it, I couldn't get into it, so I was like, all right, turn it off, wait like 2 days or whatever, and then listen to it. And then ever since I went back to it, I've been listening to it ever since. And I don't know why, it just took me a second to like get into it. Maybe it's his voice. It took me a second,
Yeah.
But no, it's good. Coming Some Chemicals with Me, Chemicals, that song.
Yeah.
That's a song that I really liked off the album. It's just called Chemicals, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's a
come take some chemicals with me. Let's take some chemicals. Yeah, weird shit. I like it.
Yeah. Is that the same song where he's talking about I'll piss in your face and you suck on my cock?
You're sucking on my cock. Madness in the air. Yeah. You piss on my face. Well, yeah, that's fucking weird.
Wait, what are the lyrics? You piss in my face.
I suck on my cock. Mad. I think that's. Let me see if I can pull. This is very. Yeah. Okay, I hope my mom watches this episode. This is great.
So that's just 69. That's what that is.
Right. Let's see if I can see all of them. Now that Spotify. I can't. Yeah, here it is. When I say fuck the world, let's get ready to rock as I piss on your face while you suck on my cock.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what I dig about these guys, like you said, it's a light version of System. A great way to put that. Absolutely. I would venture to say more fun than System of a Down. Not so serious. There are some serious songs in there, but it's not like, System of a Down, their last albums, they got really fucking heavy, very political. And this is, sometimes I wonder if it was like, all right, everybody, listen up. Now that Serge is gone for a few minutes, you guys want to have some fun? Want to do something else? We're not all pissed off at the world at every song, right? Like we like drugs and pussy and yeah, all right, okay. All right, everybody else, we're in a band now. Okay. Okay, and when he comes back, we're not in a band. Okay? Okay. All right.
Okay. We're gonna
but I thought that, so here's the ones that I listened to the album, made sure I, grab the ones I like. Exploding and Reloading. What I like about these guys is that I can understand all the lyrics. The music is fast. You've got a lot of like keyboards and shit in it. I'm not 100% why I like it, but it's fast paced. The lyrics are catchy and funny to me, and I can understand everything he's saying, even though it sounds like he's on a ton of crank.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, yeah, this is a good fast paced rock and roll record. I don't know if you metal or rock. I don't know, but whatever. To me, it's more rock, I guess. Because
it's hard rock. Yeah,
it's a rock. To me, it's like it's just a rock. It's a rock record, like rock and roll, hard rock, whatever you want to call it. But the songs that I like are Exploding and Reloading, Insane, Chemicals, Cute Machines,
mm-hmm.
Whoring Streets. I like that song. It's a heavier, like deeper song, but he's like like just I don't know. I like that one. And then they say. That was the lyrics to me are just creative. I don't know why. Like they're clever. So those are the 6 that I like, but I've always liked the whole record. I bought it on CD when we went and saw them live. To me, they were just as good as I'm just being honest. To me, they were like, I was shocked when we went and saw them live. I did not expect. I remember you and I were there. We were probably stoned bejesus, but
Oh, definitely not.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I just remember standing there next to you. You were wearing a flannel, like everyone else that wasn't there, and I wasn't. And all of a sudden that band just took off, and both of us were just like, "Wow!" Probably because usually you don't always get great openers. You know,
Sure.
you get okay. It wasn't for a band we never heard of. We was like, "What the fuck is going on here?" So I was just as pleased with their performance as I was with the Deftones. But with that being said, that was when the Deftones came out with that new album, and they had that song with the clapping in it and the flashing lights and all that shit. And that was one of my favorite Deftones performances because that, I don't know, just so that was a really good night. And the Scars on Broadway was just stuck out in my head. So I bought the CD right away. And personally, I think this shit's pretty rad. But what caught me off guard was I was like, oh, wait a minute, there's two singers in System of a Down. And like you said, yeah, this guy has a high pitched voice and he made a whole damn album.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it actually turns out he's made a few. His name is I'm gonna fuck it up, but Darren Malakalin or whatever his name is.
Okay.
He's got a few albums. He's got his own spot there on Spotify.
Like his own thing besides Scars on Broadway.
Well, it's listed as Darren Macklin and Scars on Broadway. So he must have his own. He's probably got, yeah, however that works out, but he's actually got a few records. Well, it made me wonder because it's like you got these, that's a really powerhouse group, and then Serge or whatever his name is decides, hey, fuck this, I'm done for a while. And they're like, well, wait a minute, we're still musicians.
Right.
So yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, where are they from again? They're from Iran, or they're Iranian, aren't they?
I didn't look it up, to be honest with you.
They're System of a Down, anyway, is what I'm talking about. And I watched this little documentary that they made, and sometime around 2019 to 2020-ish, maybe I'm getting the year wrong, but they went and played where they're from in their home country. And and I think it's Iran. I could be getting that wrong too, but we'll just call it that because that's what I could remember. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry.
You're gonna piss off all of our fans, Alex.
Yeah, 8 of them. But where they're from, that kind of music is not common. It is not like a common thing. But System of a Down's very big there because they're like the biggest band that I know of that came from there. And they like closed down the city, and then System of a Down had like a reunion thing, and they came back and they played for their home country and their home fans and everything. And I just thought it was really cool because they were like, the people in that city where they were playing were fucking stoked. Like it might have been at the beginning of the pandemic, or something.
Whoa. So that's pretty recent.
Or like before, 2019, 2020, like maybe right before the pandemic or whatever. So it's just cool. They're cool guys, it seems like. And Scars on Broadway, I think they're pretty good. I like this album. I want to listen to the other one that I saw on there.
Yeah.
As well. Yeah. Probably my favorite song, I'm gonna have to say, is Chemicals. I just think it's funny.
Come take some chemical. I think I can't. I wish we like. I want to hear that like at a party. Like I don't know what kind of party it would be. It'd probably be meth involved, but still.
Yeah. A chemical party. Yeah.
Just a bunch of people dressed up as chemists with masks on. You know.
Yeah.
Everyone's holding a vial. It's got steam coming out of it. You're like, that'd be fun. I'm an idea man.
I really liked Babylon and Funny, and Exploding, Reloading is good too, like you said.
Yeah, what was the one? Funny. That's actually it's funny. Well, Jesus, the song opens with that word, funny. How the swastika. Yeah, it's like catchy, like almost melodic. The way he sings, it's just so like, I don't know. It's like, what the fuck is going on?
Kind of whimsical. He kind of has.
Yeah, it's got some positivity. He's singing about crazy shit, like being pissed on and all that crazy shit, but he's just like, la da da, pee in my face. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, man. If you're into that, happy about it. You're not gonna be mad about it.
Oh shit! Well, you put all the experimental stuff in the middle, and that's where they put that song. So you had to dig in to find it, but I thought that was great. And when we saw them live, I think they just played that whole record. And that was their debut record. So I think they just played the whole thing. But yeah, anyway, that was Scars on Broadway. If anybody watching the show listen to any of that record, hopefully you enjoyed it. If not, check out the song Chemicals, because that's what we're talking about. That's the goofiest song on there. So Scars on Broadway, Chemicals is the song. You might want to check out if you didn't listen to the album. All right.
Yeah, man. Thanks for picking it. It's a good album. And it's good to actually like hear them. Because like I said, I forgot about them for a lot of years.
Right.
So good to like be refreshed.
Yeah, man. Well, let's go ahead and talk about The Wheel.
The Wheel!
Whee!
Alrighty.
All right, number numero one, Coco soundtrack and the movie. Fuck. It's gonna happen, I can feel it. Jefferson Airplane, Surrealistic Pillow is number 2.
You're gonna love it.
Number 3 is An Empty Space. Number 4 is Ulver, Perdition City. Number 5, shit. Oh, number 5 is Offspring, Smash. Number 6 is Billy Joel's The Stranger. Number 7's Open. Number 8 is Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon with The Wizard of Oz. Number 9 is our new pick, which is Rammstein. And their newest album from 2022, we're calling it Zeit, spelled Z-E-I-T.
Yeah.
It's probably not right because I'm not speaking German. But in any case, we picked that one together. It was a family decision. And then number 10, Green Jelly. So basically what we're doing here is the movie Dumb and Dumber with the song the Bear song by Green Jelly with the movie Dumb and Dumber. Yep. So if we land on it, I'll explain it. All right. So then that's number 10.
Cool. Spin it.
Spin it up. You get to have all the fun.
Oh.
4. Over. You land on 4?
Yep.
Okay.
It's Over, Perdition City.
Yep.
How do you spell it, Tony? Because you got it in front of you.
U-L-V-E-R.
Ulver.
Yeah. We don't know what we're talking about. I don't know how to pronounce this shit.
Yeah. No, it's Oliver. That's what it's called. But yeah. All right. Fucking A.
Yeah, man. Just pulling it up. Yep. There we go. Holy shit. These guys have done some stuff.
Yep.
Good God. All right. So new music for this week. Yeah. So that concludes this week's episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching. Like, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. We're on YouTube. Usual deal. If you just want to comment on the most recent video that we have up, we'll check the chat and see if you have any suggestions for new music. Predominantly music. Just give us the name of the album and the band. If you have any suggestions with like some kind of movies music, you can throw it our way. We'll see. We're open to suggestions, whatever you got, but primarily music. So feel free to make a suggestion there. Anything else, Alex?
You can also suggest on the Instagram page, Titfoo69, you could drop us a direct message and you can do it that way. And yeah, that's it.
Cool, man.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.
Thanks for washing too, because we don't want to smell you from here. You know what I'm saying? It's disgusting.
If we can't, bad. Anyway, love you.
Bye.